Only on 7 News, the Call 7 investigators uncovering new information about Michael Mangino. The Aurora police officer admits to sexually exploiting a teen runaway. But Call 7 investigator Keli Rabon discovering warning signs months before that incident. Kelly?
And our investigation found not only did a police supervisor fail to investigate a misconduct allegation against Michael Mangino, but that supervisor faced a mere one-day suspension for apparently dropping the ball.
She's a juvenile, she's a mess, she's got a lot of problems.
It was a case that outraged the community. Aurora Dare officer Michael Mangino charged with sexually exploiting a 15-year-old runaway in his custody.
He gave his cell phone to her and told her to go into the bathroom and take pictures of herself naked.
David Lane represents the girl.
He used his badge and his authority to sexually abuse a vulnerable runaway girl. And he's got a history and pattern of doing this.
We uncovered this court filing that describes Mangino having inappropriate sexual contact with 3 suspects and a student he came in contact with when he was a school resource officer. Mangino took 4 still shots of the student in sexual poses. He told another woman he would take care of warrants if she exposed herself. He also requested another woman send him pictures of her naked body and offered to release a woman he stopped for drugs if she would touch him.
This officer is obviously a sexual predator. He preys on the most vulnerable and the weakest women he can possibly find.
But until we told him, Lane did not know there was yet another woman who filed a complaint against Mangino. The woman went to police 11 months before Mangino's arrest on child exploitation charges.
How do you think that your client, the victim in this situation, would feel knowing that there was a complaint from another woman that had come in a year before?
I think she is going to be mightily unhappy about the fact that a prior complaint was ignored.
2 sources familiar with the investigation told Call 7 investigators that Mangino's supervisor, Sergeant Damon Vaz, took the report but failed to investigate it or pass it on.
There is a tendency for police officers to let the blue curtain fall, to let to circle the wagons.
Joseph Sandoval is a professor of criminal justice at Metropolitan State University.
But it certainly does pose the question, the very basic question: can police really police?
Sergeant Voss?
Yes.
I'm Keli Rabon with Channel 7.
Sergeant Voss declined comment.
You received a complaint from a woman, but apparently you failed to act. What happened?
I have no comment, and that is a department issue. If you have any questions, please just contact our PIO.
Aurora police refused to do an on-camera interview, but released a statement. Quote, APD thoroughly investigated every allegation to include this one against the sergeant. The sergeant has since been appropriately trained and disciplined. Sources say Vaz received a 1-day suspension, but Lane questions the thoroughness of the investigation.
Did he actually shred the complaint, throw it away? Did he destroy an officially filed document? Because if he did that, he should be prosecuted, just like anybody else would be prosecuted.
Sources say Vaz threw the report away. We asked Aurora police for it, but we're told it does not exist. Mangino, who was released last week after serving his 90-day sentence, declined comment, as did the woman who filed the complaint. She's in jail on an unrelated drug charge. Mangino's teen victim is out of state.
Interesting. Thank you, Kelly. Now, if you have a story idea for the Call 7 investigators, call 303-832-7777, or you can send an email to call7@thedenverchannel.com.